Alright, so Marvel Studios has basically at this point in time revealed everything that we're going to be getting from them between now and 2027 when we get Avengers Secret Wars, the end of the Multiverse Saga. So they have essentially given us the entirety of the Multiverse Saga. There are 14 projects that are coming from Marvel Studios. These are all 100% confirmed to be happening, and they still could even throw in a couple of more, although we have heard a recent report from insider Daniel RPK that Marvel Studios is basically stopping any projects that they had currently planned to go inside of Phase 6 that they hadn't already worked on and completed, and just simply pushing those back till after the Multiverse Saga is done. So when we get to the end here, when we dive into 2026, it's pretty much just movies and that's it. Perhaps Marvel might throw in one Disney Plus series, but as far as we're concerned right now, this is our release slate up until the Multiverse Saga is over. So let's dive into it. Our first one is going to be the animated series, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Now, we don't have an official release date for this, although it is confirmed to come out in 2025. The official release date is believed to be, not confirmed yet, but believed to be January 29th. Of 2025. For those who might not be aware, this used to be titled Spider-Man Freshman Year. They changed the title of this. And now Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is going to explore Peter Parker's origin story and early days. This will be in an alternate reality where Norman Osborn actually becomes Peter Parker's mentor instead of Tony Stark, like what we saw happen in the MCU. Then, the very next month, February 14th, 2025, we have Captain America Brave New World. Sam Wilson's Captain America steps up, becomes an official position with the United States again, so do the Avengers. President Ross asks him to assemble the Avengers once more, and of course, President Ross is going to turn into Red Hulk, which we have already gotten our first look at now. This movie is kind of supposed to be the movie that gives us more of an Avengers connected universe feel again. Some fans have argued that the MCU hasn't felt that connected since the beginning of the Multiverse Saga, but it's all going to start to come back together. Everyone is going to assemble once again in Avengers Doomsday, and the projects leading up to it are said to kind of give us that feeling once again. Now, that date is confirmed, of course, for Captain America Brave New World, and the next one is confirmed as well for Daredevil Born Again coming in March of 2025. March 4th to be specific. And a lot of people are really excited for this one. It is going to connect to the Netflix Daredevil series. They have already confirmed this. And the official synopsis released by Disney states, Matt Murdock, a blind lawyer with heightened abilities, is fighting for justice through his bustling law firm, while former mob boss Wilson Fisk pursues his own political endeavors in New York. When their past identities begin to emerge, both men find themselves on an inevitable collision course. So as we learned in the post-credits for Echo, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, will be running for mayor, and as far as we know, he is going to win and become the mayor of New York City. Now, although Kingpin is a major player in Daredevil Born Again, of course, he is actually not going to somewhat be the main villain. In fact, we've heard that Kingpin and Daredevil might end up kind of having to work together to find and fight the real villain, Muse. But keep in mind, a Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is already confirmed. That is already happening. So although Season 1 is definitely going to explore the relationship with Kingpin and Daredevil, we've already seen that with the trailer. They showed us that at D23. It is ultimately going to focus on Muse being the main villain, but Season 2, I think, will focus more on Kingpin being that villain again. Plus, not to mention, at least Marvel's previous plans were to have Kingpin be kind of a street level big bad and eventually go up against Spider-Man and Daredevil together and make him really a huge character. Then just a couple of months later, we have the Thunderbolts coming May 2nd of 2025. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie from insiders, and the trailer really does look fantastic. It looks like it's going to be a really great, gritty movie. We have Red Guardian, Yelena Belova, Taskmaster, Ghost, US Agent John Walker, and of course, we have Bucky. All are returning and uniting as a band of misfits, so they say. And then, of course, we are going to get the introduction of Sentry to the MCU. This should be a good one. I'm excited for it. And then we have the big one, the Fantastic Four First Steps, July 25th of 2025. Now, a lot of this movie has actually been kept pretty well under wraps. We did discover that this movie is going to take place in an alternate universe. It's not going to be in the main 616 timeline. It is also going to take place in the past. It's going to take place in the 1960s. However, this alternate reality, alternate universe, will be more advanced than our universe, even though it's going to take place in the past. This universe apparently did not go through the Dark Ages, so they weren't set back. And besides that, we know Galactus and the Silver Surfer are going to appear, so everybody is really looking forward to this one. Then we have the Eyes of Wakanda, and Marvel Studios just recently revealed their logo for it, and they said coming soon. They didn't give us an official release date, but it's guessed to be August 6th of 2025. Again, that is not confirmed, but that is when many people believe it is going to be coming. Black Panther Eyes of Wakanda will reportedly span a mere 4 episodes and will operate as a one-off miniseries. According to the description, this series will revolve around the adventures of historical Wakandan warriors. They will travel across the globe to secure hijacked vibranium artifacts, and that should certainly be interesting to see. Now, the next one, which we don't have an official release date for, although we do know it's coming in 2025, is the Ironheart series. Now, the US Copyright Office lists this for September 3rd, so that could be our release date, but again, not confirmed by Marvel Studios yet. We've already been introduced to Ironheart herself, Riri Williams, in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, where her tech is supposed to meet magic in the form of the villain, the Hood. It's also been reported by Deadline forever ago that Sacha Baron Cohen is reportedly going to play Mephisto in this series. And we have gotten that official name drop, Mephisto, in Agatha all along, so he definitely exists in the MCU. He is now canon. Then we have Marvel Zombies, which Marvel seemingly confirmed by releasing the logo for it with the other 2025 projects. They seemingly confirmed it's coming in 2025. They used to say that it's coming no later than early 2026, but now it's confirmed it is coming in 2025. It's going to be an animated series and will be very similar to Marvel's What If zombie episode. So Agatha All Along is this year's Halloween-themed-esque project. Next year, Zombies could fulfill that same purpose. So we're possibly looking at an October release date for Marvel Zombies. Then, also confirmed by Disney with the other projects that they confirmed, we have the Wonder Man series, and this is officially coming in December of 2025. Wonder Man is supposed to be a 10-episode series set to premiere in December, starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. It's created by Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and now upcoming director of Spider-Man 4. Ben Kingsley is also returning as Trevor Slattery, and Demetrius Gross is going to be playing Eric Williams / the Grim Reaper, Simon's brother. So this should be a pretty interesting show that I am really excited for. Then we have an untitled Marvel movie coming out February 13th of 2026. We'll get back to that in just a bit. After that, we have Avengers Doomsday, May 1st, 2026. And obviously, this is going to be the big movie, the return of Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, even though we're supposed to reportedly see him cameo in Fantastic Four: The First Steps, possibly a post-credit scene setting him up, or maybe a quick cameo at some point in time with Reed Richards, who knows. But Doomsday is Robert Downey Jr.'s return in full glory as Doctor Doom, where we'll most likely hopefully get the origin of his Doctor Doom in the multiverse. Then we have Spider-Man 4, July 26, 2026. That's officially confirmed. And of course, what everybody is saying is that since Spider-Man is going to happen between Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, it's supposed to be a multiversal film, which honestly does make sense. If Doomsday ends with perhaps the destruction of the multiverse or most of the multiverse, and we start to see a lot of incursions happen, a lot of universes dying, then it simply makes sense that Spider-Man 4 will be a multiversal film. Will that involve Null? Will that involve Venom? We don't really know at this point in time, but what we do know is that Tom Holland has said that it's going to be great. He loves the script so far. They have a few things to iron out, but their idea is crazy and it's something that they've never done before. So Tom Holland's excited, so I'm excited. Then we have another untitled Marvel movie, November 6th, 2026, and then of course Avengers Secret Wars, May 7th, 2027, and that is supposed to be the end of the multiverse saga, and of course a giant multiverse movie with a lot of heroes coming together from a lot of different universes. We're all really excited for that one. But returning to these two untitled movies, we believe one of them must be for Doctor Strange 3. It just simply makes sense given everything that happened in Multiverse of Madness and considering how the post-credit left us off in Multiverse of Madness, with Clea showing up telling Strange that he caused an incursion and they're going to fix it. So clearly she is a part of some group or organization believed to possibly be the Black Priests who are trying to save the multiverse. And I think we're going to get a lot of that as the multiverse really starts to get destroyed and we go into Secret Wars. So Doctor Strange makes sense. Another one could be Shang-Chi. Another one could be a Scarlet Witch solo project, even though we've heard they've probably tabled that till after the Multiverse Saga. We do know the Young Avengers are being set up in the MCU right now. It could be for that. What a lot of people are thinking is Blade is going to take that first spot of February 13th, 2026, and then Blade could possibly take the November 6th slot of 2026. Now, Blade was delayed. It wasn't necessarily canceled, but a new report from Daniel RPK states that they are actually fast-tracking this now with a completely different script, a completely different tone. It's going to be rated R and very dark, according to Daniel RPK. And he also says the script is being completely rewritten. So whatever it was before is not happening, and they could be rewriting that to make him fit into the Multiverse Saga. Since that is apparently why they canceled it before, it didn't really tie into what they were trying to do overall. But besides those two unknown movies, in which we do believe Doctor Strange 3 is one of them, those are our 14 projects coming between now and the end of the Multiverse Saga. Again, they could throw in maybe 1 or 2 Disney Plus series at some point in time, but we've heard that they're really trying to kind of push everything else that's not done or confirmed to the side until after they finish with the Multiverse Saga, which makes sense because everything that we talked about in this list today, it's already been filmed or completed in some way, shape, or form, whether that's filming or doing it by animation, with the obvious exception being the ones that are coming like Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, Secret Wars, etc. But that should be our Multiverse Saga. If that excites you, let me know. If it doesn't, also let me know, and please let me know why in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things with the MCU. And you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.